Hey everyone, welcome back to the sunny side. I'm Sonny, and I just have to say the hot water is not working today. We're replacing the tank here at Casa Sunshine. So unfortunately, you guys have sexy Sonny today. And sexy Sonny is gonna talk to you guys about narcissism. I know, right? Or whatever. Chill out. Okay, everybody, people. All right. So, what's today's question? Um. Okay. So today's question. Actually, I didn't write it down. I changed my mind. I was going to talk about some other thing as we move on about how easy it is for the narcissist to get sucked in. No, not the narcissist. For the empath to get sucked into the narcissist game. Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that today. Okay. So you want to know if you're a toxic empath. That's the question you want to ask yourself today, right? These little Sunny talks kind of things, I've heard so many times that the answer is, has everything to do with the question that you asked. Well, that's what I learned back when I was studying NLP. Go learn the questions and ask the right questions. Okay, man, I'm trying. So all right. So that's the deal. This is the wrong thing here. So let's do it. 2 minutes. Oh man, I screwed this video. Okay, whatever. Here we go. Sexy Sonny is going to talk to you guys about the deal with the empath and the narcissist here. Are you a toxic empath? Okay, well, maybe toxic is a bit of a hard word. We talked about an empath that weaponizes toxicity. That's suddenly a toxic empath, obviously. Or it's becoming a narcissistic empath. Excuse me. Yeah. You swung around a little bit to the other side. Sometimes it's fun. But here you go. What about a lack of boundaries? Just because you lack boundaries, does that make you a toxic empath? Because yeah, actually it does. Okay, so it's gonna like it does. It's one of the things that makes you a toxic empath. Yes, it does. Okay, let's move on. But you can answer that question in the description box, in the comment section. What do you think are the signs of a toxic empath? We're talking about people who have good people, people who want good in this world, like empaths. Some people might have something special about them, and along the way they go bad, and along the way they often don't realize they're going bad, right? We talked about this. The ideas are going to poison them along the way, and then they'll poison everything else, and then they're going to get addicted to the poison, and that's the thing. All right, so here's how easy it is. Okay, so that was the question. Are you a toxic empath? And you write down the signs of a toxic empath. But that's not what I want to talk. Today I want to talk about how easy it is for a narcissist or a toxic person to attract one of these, a toxic empath. An empath. You see, there's more than weaponizing toxicity that make you a toxic empath. An empath without boundaries, an empath that's there's a presupposition here. First, we didn't ask, what does it look like? What am I looking at? It comes in different forms. So, everybody be cool. So, what are you trying to say, Sonny? The empath does it to themselves. The empath, for as much as the empath is in complete control of the narcissistic drama, right? Or the beginning of it, anyways. And then an empath, during the course of the drama or the love story, the empath gives away more and more and more and more control to the narcissist. They do. Right? The narcissist is going to complain about everything, and they're going to have lots of stuff. Okay, no throwing stones today. And so, oh man, I was so ready to throw stones. But another day. And I don't really want to tell you stories, but I know you kind of want one of these YouTube things is to hear stories about what happened. It's kind of fun to listen to. Maybe I'll tell you stories. I've been around a while, and I was a therapist at one point. So here we go. hypnotherapist. I do different stuff. And so, but today, that love story, so that empath, so here's all that has to happen. The empath creates this entire, everything you say about it. Look, I'm reading it right here, where the narcissist has this false reality, or they make it up, or they do all this, or they're not honest, right? And how empath's so authentic and all this stuff. But that's not what's going on. You know, there's a love story between the empath and the narcissist, a legit love story. But at the same time, they are thinking individually two separate stories. I know, weird, right? The empath has their story and the narcissist has their story, and they have a separate story altogether, which is actually the story, one of the stories of the inner lover. It's quite interesting the way it all plays out. It's why we don't want to hate anybody, because they're part of this love story. If you want to be complete, this is one of the things you have to understand. Okay, let's get back to it. All the narcissist has to do is splash in with a little bit of pain. A little bit of pain. That's it. Just a little bit. And like hungry sharks in the water, the empaths will be circling around. Like toxic empaths are always circling, looking for things in pain. They know. And just like we always say the narcissist is not aware, the empath lacks awareness as well. Do you think the empath realizes that they're like this shark going, and when something splashes in the water, I need a little bit of help. They're like, oh man, here, burn my bra. Like, what the hell? Seriously. That's all it takes. And the empath is hooked. And the empath is going to swim up like that hungry shark, and it's going to try and save that little toxic little drop that narcissist thing is going to drop. And then empath is going to listen to the story, because the empath is a good listener at the beginning. Empath is a good communicator. So an empath is going to listen, and they're going to try and lock. And the narcissist or this toxic person at the beginning is going to play on that. And the love story begins. Wow, you're such a good listener. Thanks. I love it. I'm an empath. Did you know? I'm like the NFT wannabe personality. Oh, no. Yeah, it's a very rare personality. The narcissist is like, yeah, I know. Give me $5. That's all I hear. As a narcissist is taking their clothes off, right? So like, here we go. But, oh my goodness. Speaking of narcissism, but that's this love story. It's that simple. It's that simple. I see it. I honest to goodness see it all the time, because I'm hanging around. I try to have psychics on my channel. I have empaths. It's why I'm talking like this. I'm warning you guys to be aware of your own, potential falls here. Places where, I'm warning you of the pitfalls of your own broken rainbow before you get into a lot of trouble. And today, that's the deal. Are you a toxic empath? Do you think you're becoming a little toxic? Have you met a toxic empath? Have you guys seen? So here we go. Here are the questions. Have you met a toxic empath? Do you know the signs of a toxic empath? Have you seen the love story play out? We see it all the time, actually. Have you seen it? Do you hear someone who has a toxic person makes a little splash of a pity party, or a little splash of a ooh, or a little spot, just a little thing. And then like hungry, crazed sharks, emotional sharks, and they'll fight over you. They will fight over. What do you think the narcissist always does this? Or the toxic person does this? These sharks start fighting. They're like, oh, you can be like this. And they're going to try and out love you. They will. They're like, oh, they're going to try and out comfort you. They're like, not you, each other. They're gonna try and outcover each other. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, and they're gonna climb on because these guys lack something, right? So these guys and they're gonna team up. They're gonna start teaming up on you, and you're like, hoping that you know. It's that simple, man. All you had to do was splash the water a little bit, throw a bit of a pity party in the water. You're going to find your psychic empath, your toxic empath pretty quick. All right? Just be cool. Watch yourself. Try not to fall for it. Wishing everyone the absolute best. Have a super beautiful day. I love to hear your comments in the comment section. So feel free to leave them. And I wish you the absolute best. And I'll see you soon. Okay, whatever. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys soon.